my closet is like a disaster, right? I was just getting dressed this morning. It was kind of like, you ever just feel like not getting dressed? You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm just grabbing sweats. So I had this pair of white sweats. And I was like, where'd those come from? And meanwhile, they've been in a ball on top of my stuff for I don't know how many months, maybe even years. So I put them on, and then I realized I had black underwear on underneath, and I thought, oh, they're going to show? And then my black underwear doesn't show through the white sweats, as far as I know. And then I'm like, why doesn't that happen? Why doesn't my black underwear show through my sweats? But anyway, so then I throw their Adidas sweats. So then I thought, I can't put on my normal Nike shoes, so I put on my Adidas shoes. So I have inserts because I have very high arches, so I put the inserts in, and now my Adidas shoes squeak, and then they make a popping noise. So when I walk, they go squeak, pop, squeak, pop, squeak, pop.
It's the loudest you've ever heard John J. Wonk when he entered today.
That's saying a lot.
I thought he was trying to cover up the squeak by saying good morning louder, but it did not cover up the squeak.
So I go to kiss my wife goodbye, and I have to walk from the bathroom to the bedroom to go kiss her goodbye. And as I'm walking, you just hear squeak, 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 squeak. I'm like, oh my God. So I got to deal with that all day today.
Oh, you look fly.
Oh, I look fly?
Yeah.
Word. Oh, Kyle rolled her eyes. It's not fly?
It's just sweats.
Yeah, the sweats can look good.
Those shoes are, those white sweats are so in right now.
I'll take it. Thanks. So I have to tell you, so on Friday, well, first, my son Kemp plays basketball for this prep team, right? And the goal is, well, one of the things they're going to do when they start playing, they travel around the country and they play against other prep teams. And they play this place called the Facilities where they practice. And it's this beautiful building. And inside the building, they've got 3 basketball courts. They have a barbershop. They have a recovery place. They got cryo. And they have these offices upstairs with balconies. You can oversee the basketball courts. And it's really beautiful. People take tours of places. And professional basketball players train there all the time. You know, it's really beautiful. And on Thursday, after practice, Kemp gets in the car with me. And he says, well, Dad, you're not allowed to go to practice anymore. You can't watch practice.
What?
Yeah, and I love going to his practices. I love it. It's something I really look forward to every single day. And I'll film some of his practices, and then after practice is over, we'll go home, and then I'll put it on the TV, and we'll watch together his practice and say, hey, what do you think about this? Or could you have done something here? Or what do you think? You know? And meanwhile, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm at least trying to look at moves that he does. And it turns out that he's got 3 or 4 amazing coaches. They're truly some of the best coaches, I think, in the country, that a couple of parents have complained about stuff. Parents go to the practices and then complain. They text the coaches. And if you think about it, 20 kids and then 40 parents start texting the coaches, they're like, enough, right? So they shut down. No more parents are allowed to go to practice. And it totally bummed me out. So yesterday, I dropped off Kemp, and I was like, I'm going to wait until they tell me that I can't come. So I got there about 20 minutes before practice, and I quickly slid in, and I hid, and I went upstairs into this one dark conference room, and I was where it's dark, but there's windows everywhere, and I can oversee the court. So I'm behind these tinted windows, and in the dark, like so dark you can't, there's no way you could see me from in there, but I can see the court. So I'm in there for about 15 minutes in the dark, and I can see Kemp getting ready for practice. Practice hasn't started yet, and I'm all excited. I'm sitting now. It's not as good as sitting in the stands to watch the practice, but at least I can see what's going on.
Right.
I'm sitting in the chair, and there are different chairs in there, and it's like a conference room. There's pluses and minuses of being in there, and it's quiet. And I'm just watching them stretch out, get ready, and all of a sudden, the lights turn on, and it's another coach, and he's giving a family a tour.
Nothing to see here.
I'm like, oh.
I didn't even know the lights. Were the lights off? That's weird.
I'm just standing there. I'm just sitting in this chair, like they give this family a tour, and I'm just sitting there like some psychopath, like Hannibal Lecter. Like I'm just there, and I'm like,
They just stare at you.
Hello, and the coach goes, oh, hey, Jajay. I go, hey, and he just says, you're fine. And like, what was he gonna do? Like, chew me out in front of this family?
Right.
You son of a bitch! You're not. I wanted to yell at me like I'm a player. You can't be. So he did his tour, walked out, and I turned off the light. And I just went back to being quiet. And then producer Bill's son trains there as well, and he had training like towards the end of Kemp's practice. And I saw Bill walk in, and I'm like, oh, hey, Bill, but I'm behind glass. He can't see me. So I actually shot some video of Bill. If you could see, he didn't know that I was watching him. He's sitting there. So anyway, it was just a weird moment. Crazy, man. So what else is going on?
Did Bill have to leave too and just leave his kid?
Bill's a totally different thing.
Oh, okay.
My kid's part of a his kid's like, I don't even know if if it's on a team or he's just training. But my kid, he's part of a team that they're training, and then when Bill's gets there, they open up the facility for people and training like
Plus,
that.
I think Bill's son is a lot younger than Kemp, so I think there's got to be like at a certain age level where they have to let the parents in.
Because if so, I thought you should invite him up, and it should just be you two up there watching everyone. That's your private club that nobody knows about.
But I was like, when it was over, I waited to see the coaches come up into their office, and then I darted out, right? Because I didn't want to be seen in there. And then I walked out, and I was in the lobby, and Kemp comes walking out, and he goes, "Hey," and I go, "Hey, were you sitting out here the whole time?" I go, "No, I went to the bathroom." And he goes, "No, but you were in the lobby my whole practice?" I go, "Oh, no, I was up. I saw your whole practice." He goes, "You did?" And I go, "Yeah, keep it on the down low."
You didn't feel some sense of relief when the coach came in and said you were fine?
I did, but I don't know if that coach knows that I'm not allowed to be in there.
Right.
I don't know.
And
I don't.
are you nervous the rest of the time watching, waiting to get busted?
No,
or
because the guys that are going to bust me are on the court.
Okay.
So I'm seeing those guys. So I'm like, and I'm way high. It's way high up like a balcony, like the two old guys in the Muppets.
You're
know what I
like
mean?
a secret basketball spy.
I want to be like, can I please? I'm like, I'm not I know it's a privilege to watch them practice. So I'm so pissed at the guy I'm assuming, I tried to narrow it down which parent it was that complained. Because at the time, there was only 4 of us there and all spread out. And I'm sitting there going, I know it was you. I know. Why would you complain? Let these guys coach our kids.
There's always got to be one that ruins it for everyone else.
I know.
Yeah.
So frustrating.